Hey everybody, Kelly coming at you here. Um, Flip with Kelly. How's everybody doing today? Today is a glorious Sunday, and just thought I'd touch base really quick with you guys. We went and spent some time with the family this weekend, and a very nice visit with the fam. We got to do a little maple syrup run. They throw on a free pancake feed, beer, everything you want. And then for that free meal, like if you want to buy any syrup, and they don't even ask you to do that, but if you know somebody there, it's like, yeah, well, whatever. You want to buy some of that really good maple syrup, which I've made maple syrup in the woods before. It's a process and a half, but with the modern technology, they've got it so they can do it faster now and whatnot. But you can either eat pure maple syrup on your pancakes or ice cream or whatever, or you can get that corn syrup that's just kind of glossed over. They call it syrup. I would not recommend that stuff. But if you're more than natural type person, and I would say if you don't have the money, skip the corn syrup and just go without until you can afford, or go make your own, or go help somebody in the woods that will pay you to help them make some or gather some syrup. A lot of times they'll pay you by the hour for that stuff. So, and you can negotiate your own hourly rate, whatever you think you're worth. But and then making honey with honeybees, that's another process. Like, I haven't gotten too much into that, but I had a brother-in-law who did it, and he was on the brother's property, and the brother got stung by his bees. And it's like, hey, it's a process. Like, you got to be there taking care of those bees. So it's not like you just throw the stuff out there and then collect the honey and then you're done. It's like there's a process to all this stuff. But yeah, as far as the real estate goes, we took a little vacay. We calm, cool, and collected our thoughts. And there is a third, if you want to divide it up into threes, like one would be your probates, your government lists. I think the second one is AI nowadays, which has been great for us. And before AI was, just your typical list, like out of state, tax delinquent. You get your foreclosures. You got kind of another list going on. Nowadays it's AI. I think they do a list of 2,000 different factors of what builds into that. Whether you're doing 70 or 100. That's with your software. But the third list that I have not tapped into yet, and I'm about to, and I know many people that are doing really well with it is more than one now that I've heard of. And I haven't tapped into that list yet. And so that'll be the next one that I'm getting into, because I've already got into the first two, had success with those two. We've done 18 deals roughly. I stopped tallying them, but I know about where we're at. Could be 16 or 20 or whatever, but right around 18 deals in the last 2 years. From those two, whatever you want to call them, major areas of this wholesale. But the third one that I have not tapped into yet is the I gotta do a little more research yet to know where I'm gonna be at. I know where some of these other influencers are at. or call them coaches or mentors or whatever, but it's like a older category of people, like maybe 65 or 70 or 80. So I want to target in that number a little better for my own personal liking. And that might be dependent upon the state or the county or that area. But most likely it'll be around, I don't know, what's retirement age? 65? So somewhere in that ballpark. And then, you can tweak it like this will be a software thing again, but as you pull a list, maybe depending upon that area, you want to narrow it from 8,500 down to 800, because some of these states probably are snowbird states, I'm guessing. Like you got your Florida. Where do people go south in the winter? I've got a roommate right now. He goes south. I think he said to Arizona. So you got Florida, Arizona. You got some of the warmer states when it gets cold. So so you got your age. You've got how long they've owned the property for. You want that to be a while. Maybe that's 5 or 10 years ish. So yeah, I'm going to be, and then you want it to be unoccupied. So you don't want them living in the property. You could, but I'm just saying for the low-hanging fruit, maybe start there. And then later on, as you got some money in the bank with more marketing dollars, maybe you won't have to do unoccupied, test it out. But there's, it's not unoccupied. It's the, what's that term? Where they don't live in the property. And that could be out of state. That could be out of county. That could be anything 60 or 100 miles out. 60, 90 miles, whatever, away from where they live to where the property is. So, yeah, that's going to be my next thing, because I haven't really tapped into that, and for good reason too. My mentor that I studied under, he never taught that. He didn't believe in it. But sometimes that's that guy's perspective, and that don't have to be your perspective. And I've talked to other people about this, and other people are doing it, so I'm down for some of that. So looking to implement more cold calling into it. And then another thing to keep in mind is the people that don't have a lot of time, that have a lot of money and less time, those types of people might be better off. You might be better off texting, because they value their time. Where the average, guy like me, you could call me and have a conversation, and I might go there with you. I am a little bit conserved on my time, just because I'm very busy, as a lot of people probably are, but some people are more guarded to their time. So if you get into a high-end luxury type of home, that might be better off texting them, because they might not pick up. So just some thoughts to throw out there for you, and have yourself a great rest of your Sunday. If you found any value, thumbs up. And if you want to share it with somebody, maybe they want to have some real estate income coming in, and for sure subscribe. So this is Flip with Kelly. Kelly out. Have yourself a great rest of your Sunday, guys. Have a great one.